Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to work on the puffin granny square border. You can also do this with rectangle squares as well. So it'll work out with you as long as you're doing a granny square. So it's called a puffin because there's going to be puffs out as stitches on the front end here, and you can see the back end looks just as good. So if your afghan turns over, it's going to be perfect. So it's just a matter of just accenting with the right colors in order to make it work. So today I'm going to show you how to do this. Now you're going to use the same yarn and the same size hook that you did to make the original, and then we're just going to carry on and do the border. So let's begin with our starting yarn. You can do any color that you wish. It's up to you. It's up to what your projects are. So we're going to go right into a corner right here, and we're going to attach with a slip stitch. And just attach it, and then we're going to chain one and do one single crochet into that corner. You're now going to, for the corners for this round, you're going to chain two, and then you're going to come right back into the same corner. So that's how you turn that corner. So when you get a corner, so single crochet, chain two, single crochet. So now you're just going to single crochet in every stitch that going across until you hit the next corner. So if you run into your gaps that you're about to hit in the next one I'm about to show you, see how I'm burying that at the same time, is that you go right into a gap space. So just fill one in there, and then you just carry on. So it's just single crochets across. So when you hit the next corner, as I've already mentioned, what's in the next corner? It is one single crochet, chain two, and one single crochet all in the same corner. So please do that same concept all the way around. So singles in each, including the chain one spaces, and then in the corners single crochet, chain two, single crochet. I'll see you at the end of this round. As you come all the way back, remember we've already done the first corner with single crochet, chain two, single crochets. So when we get back to the stitch right before it, we're just gonna slip stitch to the first single crochet. So what I want you to do before you start the next round is just come right to the next chain two space and slip stitch it, and then stop here, and we're gonna start the next round. As we begin the next round, you're gonna notice that there's puff stitches. There happens to be three here, as you see on both sides. So just think about, there's three here, but look, there's three of these. So in the middle one of the double crochets, there's always gonna be a puff. Okay, so it's always gonna be that puff of a cluster kind of idea. So if that helps you to be able to understand this pattern, that is where your saving grace is really gonna be, is right there. So what I want you to do is that we're going to, in order to get the puff always turns out onto the back side of the work. So as we get rid of this, we stopped here. I want you to flip over, because when we go to about to do that cluster work or the puffs, it's going to show up on the other side. So you want it to be the good side of the project. So to start, we're going to chain up three, which counts as a double crochet, and I want you to double crochet again two more times into the same spot. So one and two. So there's three there, and then I want you to chain two, and then three more double crochets into the same space. So that is your corner. So whenever you do the corners on this round, that's exactly what you're gonna do. So three double crochet, chain two, three double crochet. So what we want to do now is that we're gonna start off and immediately do a cluster or like a puff idea, and it's gonna be in the middle one of these group of three. It's right straight up. Okay, so you want to leave it so that you're gonna do this one, and this one plus the one in the middle and the next one are gonna work together in the stitch after we do this. So that's your indication on where to start. So you're immediately just going to go into that one stitch I just showed you, and you're going to pull through, but you're not gonna finish off that double crochet. You're gonna leave it and do it again. So wrap and in, pull through. It's like doing five together. So wrap and in, pull through. And so you end up with 6 loops on the hook. So you'll do that 5 times. With the starting loop, it ends up being 6 loops on the hook. Okay, so you could do that just like that. So now you got your 5 there, and here's your 6 in the loop. So pull through, chain 1. So the next 3 are gonna work together as in a 3 together. So you're just gonna wrap, and you're gonna go in, pull through 2 and hold, and then wrap, and going into the next one, pull through 2 and hold, and wrap, next one, pull through 2 and hold. So you've done that 3 times. There will be 4 loops because the original starting. So pull through and chain 1. So now jumping right into the very next one, which is the middle one of this group of 3, is another cluster. It's a puff. So continue to do your puffs like that. So you're gonna do that same idea going all the way across your line. So then you will do another 3 together after this until you and then puffs and etc., etc. So once you do that, chain 1 first, and then you're ready to go then. So you just happen to look and the border or the corner is the next piece. So if that wasn't the corner, then you'll put the next 3 together like you just did right here, and then make sure you do separate those with chain 1s, and then keep doing the puffs. So the puffs then are appearing on the other side. So as you hit the corner, on the corners are the same like I already mentioned. So the last puff I did a chain 1, and I'm just gonna put in 3 double crochets first in the first side of the corner, and then chain 2, and then again in. And the reason why I did the stitch this way is that I really wanted the stitches to really fill in and not have any excessive gaps. So once you get your corner done, it's 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So skip to the middle one again. If you're unsure, look to this one here that separates them. So you're gonna get that one, this one, and the other one, and that'll be the 3 together. So the one right before that one is the middle one of this group of 3, and you're going to do your puff in there, your cluster. So just do that, and remember you have to do that 5 times. You'll end up with 6 loops on the hook. So just look for that 6, just keep on doing it. You get your 6, pull through, chain 1. So then the next 3 come together. So wrap, going in, pull through 2 and hold. See, it's the same stitch, you're just collecting the stitches as you go. So you collect the next 3, pull through, chain 1, and the next one is then the puff or the cluster again, and you keep doing that all the way until you hit the other side, the same concept. So you're filling in all the stitches as you go. So as you hit the next corner before, so that's your puff, chain 1 first. As you hit the next corner, it's the same thing, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So do that concept all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of this revolution. So I'm just finishing the last puff or cluster, chain 1 first, and then I just join it to the top of the beginning double crochet, or chain 3 that I started with. So now this is it. So this is the only time that you work on the wrong side of the pattern, and then we're gonna turn it around, and the next 3 layers are all just gonna be single crochets that highlight what we're doing here. So the next 2 rounds were just a different color, and then what I did is that I brought back the original color, which would be this green then for the final, and it's all just single crochets, which are really quite easy to do with these borders. So let's turn it around. Looking at the good part, you see that the puffs are popping out, and now it's time to move on to single crochets. So let's begin to do that next. So the next 3 revolutions are all single crochet. The rule of thumb is really quite simple, and I'll explain it to you. So we're just gonna start off with a slip knot on the hook and go right into the corner space, chain 2 space. So with single crochet, always the corners will be, for the next 3 rounds, will always be 3 single crochets. So join it with the slip stitch, chain 1, and do 3 single crochets into the same corner. So every stitch around is all gonna get 1 single crochet each. Okay, so that's not a hard thing to do. So you just match everything up and just go all the way around. So when you hit the next corner, what's gonna be in the corner? Do you remember? It's gonna be 3 single crochets into the corner. So every time you hit a corner on this thing, you are gonna apply 3 single crochets. Okay, so you're just aligning everything up here. So what's gonna happen then is the next 3 revolutions, so the next one I would do the same color just to thicken it up, and it does a nice look for you, and then you can change color then for the final. So here's the corner, you're gonna apply 3, 1, 2, and 3. So after this revolution, what's gonna happen is if after you do single crochets, always the middle one of the 3 is gonna have 3 single crochets into the same spot. So when you come and do the next layers, make sure that the middle one of the 3 gets 3 single crochets, and then everything else gets a single crochet. Again, in the middle, the one gets 3 and everything else gets 1. So if you do that, then your afghan and project will still continue to sit down, just like you see like here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, and 3, just like that. So until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Craft as well as yarnspirations.com. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.